Welcome back to Kicking It with Kenya. Thank you for joining me on this show. Today, we're going to talk about a topic which honestly, I feel like I'll be putting my own foot in my mouth with this one since I'm trying to break into this social media industry. But there's a trial run going on. I forgot which country it is, but there's trial runs going on to remove the likes or to hide the likes underneath your Instagram posts. The reasoning behind that is because they want people to focus on sharing their story instead of putting up things that just guarantees likes. So, what do you think about this movement as far as, I know you're not on Instagram. So, how do you feel as far as like on Facebook and things like that where you see with them removing the like button? Like, do you think that that's going to be beneficial to making people want to share their stories? Or do you think that that's just going to do more harm than good?
I don't feel like it's going to necessarily do more harm than good, but I feel like for most people, they post things for the specific purpose of getting likes and getting attention. They post things with certain hashtags or they post clickbait things. That's the whole reason, like, a lot of people have social media to begin with. Whether even on YouTube, you know what I mean? People will post clickbait videos just to get views, or you'll post clickbait articles on certain sites just to get, hey, what's this? And then it's not that. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's a lot of what social media and what the internet is built off of. It's built off of trying to impress other people that you don't know, to make yourself seem like you may be doing more than you are, or you're bigger than you are, or you're, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't see the point of that. I think that a lot of sites have kind of done certain things, like added things they didn't need to add, and that's kind of led to it kind of falling off. You know what I'm saying? Like, because all you do is just complicate the main reason why. Yeah, you complicate the main reason why a lot of people go on the site to begin with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you have something where you have a lot of people saying, "Oh, they should add a dislike button.
Oh,
they should do this."
They did that.
You know?
That might do more harm than good.
Yeah, but that's something that would also not really. It would add to people, you know what I'm saying, doing what they already do, which benefits your site.
Right.
Posting, going to, signing up for, all of that stuff. If you take away something that most people go to your site specifically for or to do, then you're only really hurting yourself. You see that a lot now with YouTube. You know what I'm saying? With YouTube doing certain things, demonetizing certain pages, is making it really difficult for a lot of people with channels to really exist the way they've been existing.
Right. And that's, yeah, and that's what I was talking about with the harm, because I know a lot of people make their money off the amount of likes they get. Like if somebody be like, "Oh, can you wear this shirt?" And I guess like depending on how many likes they get, they may get amount of like, you know, get money from it. So basically, how would those people built a life off this? How would they now do that? Do you like screenshot the amount? Like would it be like Snapchat where you see the amount of likes you have and it's not underneath the picture and you just gotta screenshot that and then send it to the company? But then I feel like it's only a matter of time before people start doctoring those or like editing the amount of likes because it's on their end. You know, like I'm thinking about both sides. Because on the other end, I can understand the removal of likes because what you said, we as a society has really kind of become dependent on it. Like the need of approval and the need of like validation in a way. But then it's like at first I thought it was simple. Like, oh, you just want to be validated by the amount of likes. But now I know people who literally put up a picture and if it doesn't get, like, let's just say 200 likes, they'll take the picture down. But it's like you're completely ignoring probably the 150 people who did like the picture. But because you didn't get your perfect 200, you want to take down a picture, which means you're taking down a piece of your story. Like, you thought the picture was good. Why do you need 200 likes? And it kind of made me think about when me and you talk, and I'm like, yeah, I need 1,000 views. And you're like, here you go with that 1,000. But it's like, why can't I be happy with the other 100 or so people who watch the show?
Well, it's not necessarily being happy, but it's different when you talk views as opposed to likes.
True.
Because a lot of times you have to look at the reason why a lot of people may like certain things. It's like certain things, like if you take Facebook, for example, and you post, "I got a job," you may get 100 likes, you may get 200 likes. I started my own business, 5 likes. You know what I'm saying? I just got married, 100 likes. Single, 200 likes. You know what I'm saying? But we look at the people that are liking the status, a lot of it is driven by certain motivations. This girl I'm feeling is single. Finally. Boom. You know what I'm saying? You post a picture in a bikini. Of course you're going to get a lot of likes. You're half naked. But
you post a couple pic, 50 likes.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? If someone is miserable and single, they don't want to see you happy and booed up. They don't want to see that shit. You know what I mean? But when you're single and miserable like them, they're happy about that. You know what I mean? Like, so it's the same thing. Like if you take a video and you put a video out and you get 100 views or you get 50 views, as opposed to you put a video out with a certain title that tricks people into clicking it and it's nothing to do with the title, and you have more views and you look at the dislike to like ratio and it's super high. You know what I mean? And people are looking at it for the wrong reason. Or if you put something out that's so bad, it's spreading like wildfire because so many people are clicking to see how bad it is. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like everything, you look at the reasons as to why you're getting what you're getting and asking yourself, is this the type of attention you want?
Right.
Because not every form of attention is necessarily good attention. So for me, you know what I mean? Anytime I've done anything when it comes to putting out a video or anything like that, if I do get 100 views, 1,000 views, 1,000,000 views, whatever, I'm focused on the people that are watching me and I'm focused on the people that are tuned in, and I want to keep entertaining you. I want to keep, feeding you the content that you like, and I want to grow organically. Because people are so into likes and view. People will buy fake views. They'll buy likes. You can buy followers. You can buy downloads. You can buy all of that.
But then don't they clean that up?
They do, because it's bots. But the reason why it exists is because people choose to buy it. And the reason why people choose to buy it is because that is a form of validation they feel they need for others to look at them a certain way.
Right. Because
if you're an artist and you have 20,000 followers, it's because we do it to ourselves. Because let's be real, when you come across someone that you're doing business with and they give you their social media page, Instagram, what's the first thing you look at?
Their followers.
Exactly. You want to see. And if they have 500 followers versus 500,000 followers, which appeals more to you?
The 500,000.
Exactly. So if you're able to fake that, for certain people, they feel like, okay, this is how I need to get you to pay attention and take you serious. So if I can buy 20,000 followers, buy 20,000 views on this, same thing with videos. You see a video that has 20,000 views, that's the first thing you see when you click videos. You see the view count. You know what I mean? And people look at that. And
you know what's funny? I remember I was telling my friend, I'm like, yo, I didn't know how conditioned we were. I was talking to somebody one time, and like they were scrolling on their page and they was just like, oh, this is cute, but now only 10 people liked it, so I ain't gonna like it. I'm like, wait, did we really get to a point where we can't even like a picture if it doesn't get that many views? So you mean to tell me I'm now since we're in this hierarchical society or whatever, like I feel like that's a sense of control. Like I don't want to dish out my like to you because mere peasant, you only got 10 likes. What do I look like liking this and seeing people like me? Seeing people, because on Instagram, there's a side where you can see what people like. I don't want nobody seeing me like this whack shit. And it's like, that is crazy. Are we really at that point right now? Like, you got 50 views. I don't want to give you my like this is money. And then it's like thinking about that compared to what's going on, I think in China, where they're doing like the social system or something like that, where they're like Black Mirror in real life, where they're like you'll get access to certain places if you have a certain kind of like points, like you're 5. I think the top rated is 5. So if you're like 3.5 or 4.5, whatever like that, you get access to certain things. Because now they're doing like so societal, like, so I kind of, I don't know if you've seen an episode in Black Mirror at all. Do you watch Black Mirror? Oh, come on. That's a great show.
I watched the first 2 episodes.
That is a great show. But there's like an episode where like you take your phone and you go and you give them likes to walk around. They got access to these neighborhoods and stuff like that based on likes. But I'm like, that has to be some sort of like you ego trip that you're not going to give your like to somebody just because they only got 10. So if you didn't know this person didn't have 10, would you like it? And then that's my, like, the girl I was talking to, she was like, yeah, I mean, like, why not? I'm like, see, and maybe this is why they want to remove this, because think about, we're grown-ups. Like, we're grown people at this point. 28, we're older. We grew up before the internet boom, right? So we didn't really like, we have best of both worlds. We have pre-internet and now we're in it. So if this could trip us out, people who knew what it felt like to go outside and play with a stick, how do you think it is with kids that grew up in this, who their mere existence is based around Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat and Twitter, where if they don't have 100 likes over a picture of their face, how they might think their image is. Like, 100 people don't like my face. Or like, some people I know who won't even take pictures without sunglasses on because they feel like it adds extra, like, ooh. But I'm like, are you basically saying you don't like putting your image out there just without your protection? Like, you know, there's people out there who only take pictures from certain angles, even if it's the same pose. So I guess I could see what they mean by like wanting to remove that so you could like feel more freer. But that's all I think about is like us growing up, being adults, we don't even have that mindset to get away from it wholeheartedly. Like, do you feel like you escaped it?
What, the internet?
Like the
mindset?
Yeah, wanting to be.
Of course I do, because I don't ever need anyone to validate myself. I don't ever need anyone's approval to feel like I'm worth something. Because anytime I do something, it's two things you have to understand. One, no matter what you do, you're not going to impress everybody.
Sure.
And two, there's always going to be someone that has something to say, regardless of anything. So for me, whenever I post a picture, I'll post a picture because I like the picture. I'll post the meme because I like them. I don't post it because, oh, everyone's going to find this fun. I don't give a shit. I like it. I share it as my page. You follow me, so you like what I share. You know what I'm saying? Like, I post this picture not because, oh, yeah, I'm going to get this amount. I don't care. It's because I like the picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me. You know what I mean? So I don't need that type of validation. And I don't need to buy fake likes and buy... And I got 100 likes. I feel important now. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't put money in my pocket, and that doesn't affect me one way or the other. Of course, as a human being, you love getting complimented. You love being told certain things. Same thing with birthday. I just had a birthday pass. You know what I'm saying? And certain people, if you don't wish them happy birthday, they get mad. Like, oh, you didn't wish me happy birthday. It takes 2 seconds
to write happy birthday.
But you see, I look at it from both sides of the perspective. A lot of times, you know, when people say happy birthday to you, it makes you feel good. Why? Because it makes you feel like you were remembered. Why? Because it makes you feel like, hey, yeah, I feel special because you remember my birthday. Let's be honest. If it wasn't for social media, a lot of people wouldn't. So
I really wouldn't.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Because that's something that has helped people, because you see so many people wishing someone happy. Oh, it's their birthday. Let me wish you happy birthday.
See,
but they didn't think about it before they saw that on social media.
And that's the element I feel like is missing from social media. And I guess I can understand if they do want to remove likes, they're bringing it back to the origin of connecting worlds. Like something like wishing somebody a happy birthday, something like seeing somebody getting married, something like, a lot of people that, I remember my dad, when he first made Facebook, he ended up getting in contact with all his friends that he fell off with years ago, because before that, there was no way of keeping track of your high school or 8th grade friend way back when. But now I'm cool with everybody I have met since when I lived in Pennsylvania and Virginia, and I now see their lives and we could share stories. I could talk to them like we never left. And I feel like that idea of togetherness is what social media should be built, and networking should be what social media is built around. But now it became this like narcissistic wasteland almost, where now it's like we're not telling our stories, we're telling what we want people to think. I know I was in a relationship where I knew in the background that whole shit was horrible, but when I put up a picture, you got so cute, you got so perfect, y'all still together, and it gave me reassurance to even stay in it past the point of knowing this wasn't going to work out. But it's like my relationship lasts.
Because what social media in turn does is it gives you the ability to shape your image to the public however you see fit. Your relationship could be shit. You post a happy picture, everyone thinks you're a happy couple.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you could manipulate. People have manipulated pictures. That's why you have all the filters and all of this, and people can manipulate pictures, make themselves look slimmer or bigger or whatever, and post a picture. And this is how we view you. Because even if we don't know you, You know what I'm saying? It's their little own bubble. It's your little own bubble. For me, I like social media because it allows me, one, it's a platform to keep in touch with a lot of people that I probably wouldn't have kept in touch with had it not been for that. Not necessarily purposely, but just certain people that you don't necessarily, we're cool, I don't have your number, you don't have mine. But because we have each other on social media, we still once in a blue moon, hey, what's good? How's everything been? Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So you always have those people where you may not necessarily even want to hang out with them or want to see, but they're on social media. So once in a blue moon, you give them that, yo, glad everything's doing well. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like those associates, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like people you probably wouldn't give your number to, but you give them social media. Like,
yeah, man, hit my Instagram.
You know what I mean? Like, and they may DM you like crazy and you see, this is why you have my number. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it is what it is. Everyone has that. You know what I mean? But also I feel like the good that social media brings is, like you said, that togetherness, because it is something that allows people to stay in touch with people they wouldn't have otherwise been able to. But it also allows people a false sense of security and a false sense of fame in a sense, because people will do things to impress people as if they're your fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between me being your friend and your fan. You know what I mean? And so many times you'll have people that will do things that are borderline dangerous. Do things like hanging off of balconies just for likes, or things
eating
like that.
Certain stuff.
Mm-hmm. To challenges, the Tide Pod challenge, all of this.
Like, what the hell is wrong with people? But we don't Tide Pod. Really? You eat a Tide Pod? This is really ridiculous.
Setting yourself on fire and jumping in the water just for likes and attention. These are things that probably wouldn't happen had it not been for social media's existence.
And the people that show and advertise these likes like crazy.
But again, I don't blame social media for that. I blame the people doing that. It's like being in a town when you say, I don't like living in this town because this town is full of drama. A town is nothing but a location. The people in it make the town. The drama comes from the people you associate with in the town.
True.
Social media is so much drama. No, it's not. You log into social media, it's there. Now, who you choose to follow and who you interact with on your shit is what you see. So don't blame social media itself. You blame the people you follow and associate with. Period, point blank.
But you do kind of have to understand, especially when you learn about the algorithms and stuff that goes into Instagram and how, like, and then like what you said, tweaking the Instagram and Facebook or whatever platform. Like before, I was able to see an array of different type of people's statuses. Now I only see like the same 10 because they're like, oh, you like these people's statuses the most, and I'm only seeing the same 10. I'm like, I don't want to see these same people. I want to see other people, but I don't know what the algorithm is, but it makes you. And then with Instagram, it's the same way. Like, they'll show you a picture from like 4 days ago, all because of how you like things. They want to put certain images in front of you. But it's like those people with those type of like grabby pictures are usually in the forefront, getting shoveled down people's throat to kind of get that hierarchy of like importance. And like a person like me, like I remember I was going through this one time. I was talking to one of my homeboys, and I was like really upset. I'm like, yo, here I am. I'm a girl with 2 degrees. I have 2 degrees. I have my own place. I do everything for myself. Yada, yada, yada. I'm smart. Why is it that some chick who is in, like, this girl who in the projects don't have no education sitting here with 8,000 followers when I'm saying, like, what the hell? Like, how is it that she hot, but I'm not? Like, I had my little moment, and I'm an adult. Like, that still kills me. I'm an adult. I'm a grown woman, but that bothered me. Like, I don't understand how is it that this person is so goddamn famous and you didn't even like go to school and like you just chilling in the hood. I done been in more countries I could count, and like next thing you know, I don't get no clout. Like, and, you know, it kind of plays into your psyche. So it's like, I get what you're saying about it be the people in it, but also I do kind of have to blame a little bit of social media because the algorithms are always putting certain people up there for people to see. Like, you put this glamorous image in front of my face every single day. I could choose to log off and never log back in.
But that goes into the changes that certain platforms make to try to improve their services. Because a lot of these sites weren't always like that. These are changes they've made to try to improve certain things that most people would say didn't need to be improved.
No, it didn't. It could have just kept it the same. It really could have. But, yeah, that's our conversation on the Instagram and likes. Let us know how you feel. I know it's touchy, especially in this day and age, especially what I'm doing right now. Obviously, I'm trying to one day live off some likes. So like I said, it's kind of biting the hand that might one day feed me. But let us know what you think about this topic. And if you want us to dive a little bit more, if you want to share your story yourself. And as always, until next time, peace.